Yo, if you're into sports romance that's straight out of a fairy tale, buckle up because Travis Kelce just dropped one of the most swoon-worthy moments of the year. Picture this. Monday Night Football at Arrowhead Stadium, the Kansas City Chiefs battling it out against the Washington Commanders, the crowd roaring like a red sea of energy. Travis, the tight end who's basically a walking highlight reel, hauls in his 83rd touchdown of his career. Boom, history made. He ties the legendary Priest Holmes for the most total touchdowns in Chiefs franchise history. One more score and he's the undisputed king. But here's the part that had every Swiftie and Chiefs fan losing their minds. Instead of just spiking the ball or doing his usual shuffle, Travis turns the celebration into a full-on tribute to his fiancée, Taylor Swift. He busts out these smooth, playful moves straight from her song, The Fate of Ophelia, complete with a hand-heart gesture that screams, "This one's for you, babe." The Kelce brothers' social media jumps in with a post quoting the lyrics, "Pledge allegiance to your hands, your team, your vibes." Taylor? She's right there in the stands, rocking a fire-red turtleneck that matches the Chiefs' colors, her massive engagement ring catching the stadium lights like a disco ball. She's hugging it out with Brittany Mahomes, screaming her lungs out, pure joy radiating off her. This wasn't just a touchdown, it was a love letter on the gridiron, blending NFL glory with pop superstar magic in the most seamless way possible. As an 18-year-old who's binged enough Taylor albums and caught a few Chiefs games on TV, I gotta say, this moment? Peak couple goals. Is the kind of thing that makes you believe in forever, you know? Let's break it down, relive the hype, and geek out over why this gesture hits different. First things first, let's talk about that touchdown because, damn, Travis Kelce doesn't do anything halfway. The game's already a nail-biter, Commanders coming in hot, Chiefs needing to lock down their undefeated streak. It's third down, tension thick as fog, and Patrick Mahomes drops a dime of a pass right into Travis's hands. He bulldozes through defenders like they're traffic cones, stretching that 6 feet 5 inches frame for the end zone. Touchdown. The stadium erupts, pyrotechnics blasting, fans in red face paint jumping like it's the Super Bowl all over again. At 36 years old, Travis is still playing like a guy half his age. Agile, relentless, with that trash-talking charisma that makes him a fan favorite. Tying Priest Holmes? Huge. Holmes was a beast in the early 2000s, racking up those scores with a mix of power and finesse that defined Chiefs football back then. Travis has been chasing that record since his rookie days in 2013, grinding through injuries, Super Bowl wins, and yeah, the whole Taylor whirlwind. This tie isn't just stats, it's legacy. One more TD and he's etching his name alone at the top. Post-game, Travis was all grins and interviews, crediting the O-line, Mahomes' wizardry, and that intangible team vibe. But the real MVP of his celebration? Taylor. He didn't just score for the franchise, he scored for their story. Now onto the gesture that's got TikTok in a frenzy. The Fate of Ophelia. That's Taylor's deep cut from her latest album Drop, a track that's all about fate, vibes, and that electric pull between two people who just click. The lyrics? Poetic fire. Lines about pledging to hands, teams, and those unshakable energies that keep you locked in. Travis, mid-celebration, channels it perfectly. He drops into this little dance, hands forming a heart, a playful sway that mirrors the song's rhythm, eyes darting to the stands where Taylor's beaming. It's not choreographed overkill, it's organic like he's been practicing in the backyard with her. The Jumbotron catches it all, replaying in slow-mo, and the crowd eats it up, half cheering for the score, half swooning over the romance. Brittany Mahomes, Patrick's wife and Taylor's ride or die, is right there with her, the two of them in matching red fits, arms wrapped around each other, jumping like they're at an Eras tour show. Taylor's ring? Front and center, a rock so big it could anchor the stadium. She announced the engagement back in August with this joint post that broke the internet. Cozy pics, captions full of inside jokes, the works. Since then she's been wrapping up album promo, dropping hints about wedding vibes, think intimate, starry-eyed, maybe a surprise album tie-in? This game? It's her victory lap too, fresh off tour highs, basking in the glow of their shared spotlight. The Kelce brothers' social media take? Chef's kiss. Jason Kelce, Travis's retired Eagles legend bro, runs the account with that podcast energy, raw, funny, full of sibling shade but all love. Their post? A clip of the TD dance, overlaid with the lyric quote, captioned something like, "When your bro ties history and shouts out the queen." It's got millions of views already, comments flooding with fire emojis, heart eyes, and "Marry Me Travis" thirst traps. Jason's been vocal about the Taylor-Travis saga. On their New Heights pod, he's roasted Travis endlessly but admitted it's the real deal. "She's good for him," he said once. Brings out that soft side without dulling the edge. And yeah, you see it here. Travis, the party animal tight end, turning a macho NFL moment into something tender. It's that balance, fierce competitor by day, rom-com lead by night, that makes him relatable AF. For me, at 18, scrolling through this while procrastinating homework, it's inspiring. Like, you can crush it on the field and be that guy who makes his girl feel like the center of the universe. But let's zoom out because this moment didn't happen in a vacuum. Travis and Taylor's love story? It's been a roller coaster of public highs since summer 23. Remember the Eras Tour flirt? Travis shooting his shot via a bracelet and a pod rant, Taylor calling him out in Karma lyrics? They went from "are they or aren't they?" to stadium kisses, Coachella dates, and that engagement drop that had us all ugly crying. Taylor's been weaving him into her world, subtle nods and tour outfits, Chiefs red accents, anyone? Song teases that fans dissect like Easter eggs. Travis? He's all in, showing up to every show, hyping her on socials, even guesting on her album Vibes. This TD tribute? It's the latest chapter in their playbook, him honoring her art in his arena. An Arrowhead? It's become their spot. Taylor's been a regular, turning the stands into Swiftie Central. Fans chanting her songs during timeouts, signs begging for selfies. Britney's the ultimate wing woman, their friendship spawning memes and matchy outfits. Post-game, the four of them, Travis, Taylor, Patrick, Britney, were spotted grabbing late-night bites, laughing like old friends. It's that crew energy, supportive, fun, zero toxicity, that keeps the tabloids guessing but the fans rooting. Diving deeper into the game itself because the TD was the cherry on a Chiefs masterclass. Mahomes was surgical, 300-plus yards, a couple picks turned into pick six for the D. The Commanders fought dirty but KC's run game, led by Isaiah Pacheco, kept them honest. Travis? 7 catches, 90 yards, that dagger score. Defensively it was lockdown, sacks, turnovers, the works. Final score? Chiefs roll 30-17, streak alive, playoffs looming. For Travis, it's more than wins, it's building that ring collection, Super Bowl 57 still fresh. But tying homes?